AFTV, James, what went wrong today?
A lot of things. I want to be balanced about this. I want to actually think about the game as a whole, apply a bit of context. I do think that first 45 minutes was better. I'd even go as far as say maybe the best 45 minutes we've had this season in the league. 11 shots in the first half, created a few chances. Lacazette should have scored. The goal he scored should have stood. It's another decision that went against us, but we won't go into that today.
Why do you think that should have stood?
Well, I mean, I've got to be honest. Even watching the highlights, I'm not really 100% sure what happened, but I think they basically said Jack was impeding Schmeichel. I don't really think he did, but anyway, whatever. It's moot. And then, we come out in the second half, and it was so predictable in many ways. That we would open up as we try to score a goal. Vardy would come on and nick one. But actually, do you know, like, I can live with getting sucker punched like that if you're peppering shots at their goal and you're creating chances and you're having a go, and you can walk away and go, all right, do you know what? We tried, and credit to Leicester, tactical masterclass. We did nothing, and this is the second weekend in a row that we're looking at the team and we're going, you know what? Like, good first half, like you did some nice things, some nice ideas. I get it, but now like let's take it up another gear. And they didn't. Like, we didn't go up another gear. We seemed absolutely incapable of doing it. And I had a bit of hope on Thursday night when we did, because I was like, oh, wow, we went a goal down and we scored. But yeah, then you remember it's Rapid Vienna in the Europa League. You're like, yeah, well, great, well done. This was crap. That second half was rubbish. And
created nothing in that second half. It's what I couldn't understand, because the second half now you're thinking, right, now we're going to go at them. Now, all right, first half's out of the way. We didn't quite, but this half, we're coming for you. We didn't. No. We didn't trouble them. And then we got these attacking players. They're not even seeing the ball. Aubameyang's not seeing the ball. Pepe's not seeing the ball. Saka's not seeing the ball. Yeah. Lacazette's not really seeing the ball. He has to come deep to get the ball. What is it? Why do we create so few chances for our front players? Why do they see so little of the ball? It's really hard to work out.
For me, part of Arteta's genius and his downfall is that I think he coaches players to an absolute pinpoint instruction, right? It's when you get the ball, do this. When you receive it in this area, move here, do that. And I think, maybe in the first half, when you're fresh, you're ready to go, and the instructions are fresh in your head, and you're ready to go, it probably does work quite well. And against City, it worked okay. Today, first half, it was good. Okay, let's be fair, because I know some other guys have been positive. In some ways, I get where they're coming from. First half was good, and I think we should acknowledge that we probably did take a bit of a step forwards in that sense. But then the second half was just all the way back to what hasn't been working. And when I think you do mentally fatigue, suddenly you're getting the ball, and rather than instinctively doing what comes naturally to you as a footballer, you're going, right, I've just got the ball, so now my instruction is to bring it out to Saka there, and then Saka, when he's got to, when he gets it, he's got to come inside and look for Lacazette, who's dropping deep. And sometimes you just got to let instinct take over. And I was saying this downstairs, like, under 15s Sunday League level, 1-0 down, I expect you to do more than what we did today. Not against a Premier League opposition, but what I'm talking about is getting to that point in the game where you're losing.
Throw the kitchen sink.
Yes, your tactics haven't worked. It's not working for you. You're not finding space in behind, and you just go, right, Gabriel, go up front. Just go up front, and we're going to launch it. And then if Vardy picks you off, fine. But we didn't create anything, and it's hard because naturally I'm blaming Arteta, but I'm still thinking of all the good things he's done.
So is he what you're saying is basically he's too rigid with his tactics. It's just like, these are the tactics. He doesn't allow the players. You don't think he's allowing the players, some of them, to be themselves?
There's potentially a bit of truth in that. Yeah. Lacazette, when I remember Lacazette, because he's been given a lot of stick today. And when I remember Lacazette at his best, he was such an instinctive finisher. He got in the box. He had enough strength and enough skill to make a yard and get a shot at goal. But what he did at his best was just sense and smell where the ball was going to fall and where the movement should be, and make a run behind if he had to, make a run to the near post or whatever. And in fairness, he did that quite well under Emery in that first season. But now it feels like he's being asked to do such a specific job. Aubameyang the same. Aubameyang's so good that he'll score goals from the left and will vindicate the decision to play him there. but he's played all his career scoring goal after goal after goal down the middle. And did we get in behind Leicester once today? We created some chances, but did we get in behind? And it's not even about getting in behind and putting Aubameyang through on goal. It's about Aubameyang being there and their defenders going, he's sitting there, we're going to have to take a few steps back. And it opens space for Pepe and Saka, who at the moment are being crowded out the game. So there's so many things wrong. Maybe in 2-3 years' time, and that sounds like a long time, but remember how long it took for Klopp. Maybe we'll look back at it and Arsenal will be playing this like seamless football where it's transition to transition and it's moving really nicely, and we'll look at it and go, that's because Arteta has coached them to do this and they know it to a T. And maybe in the long term, we'll see the benefit of it. But right now, I tell you what, it's hard to watch.
Masks. These are the new normal. All you want to do is get yourself an Arsenal-inspired mask. And also, these masks are comfortable. Best ones I've worn, and they actually do the job. If you want to get one, the link is in the description right now. Go to maskfc.com and get 10% off.